Hi guys, Coach Ganis here, and today's video is going to be about static stretches and dynamic stretches and the differences between these two and when to use them. So before we start with this video, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. This is the way to show us the support and also you stay in tune basically for all the upcoming videos. So the main difference between dynamic stretching and static stretching is basically that we use dynamic stretching to warm up while we're using static stretching to cool down. So the one is basically before the activity and the other one is after the activity. So dynamic stretching is based on movement. So what I mean with the movement, it could be movements that mimic the activity that you're going to do to a degree. Also, dynamic stretching, it improves to get the blood flow circulation. It also increases the muscle temperature, which as a result has to decrease the overall muscle stiffness. Now, a lot of the actual dynamic stretching is actually exercises that you can do is actually the same exercise you can do for the cool down, okay? The only difference is that on the static, you do the exercises in a static position, so you basically, once you do the exercise, you hold the position, you're not moving from there until you actually feel like you're getting a bit more flexible, while on the dynamic stretching, you're constantly moving to a dynamic way, which I will show you in a minute, and that way basically you start increasing the actual flexibility and prepare the muscles basically for the activity, but also you increase the overall body temperature. So for example, let's say you want to warm up your lower back and your hamstrings, okay? So one of very easy exercise you could do is literally trying to reach your toes, okay? Now, if you want to warm up, as I said, then you're doing as a dynamic stretch. And how do you do that? For example, you can actually be in this position, and then from there, literally, you can go down, trying to reach your toes, and then come up. Now, if you do this in dynamic motion, it's like this. Okay? So this is dynamic motion, all right? If you want to cool down, so let's say you finish the exercise and you want to relax basically, then it's exactly the same movement, but rather just actually moving up and down, you just hold the position. Okay, so you hold there for over 30 seconds. And then once you finish, you come back to your position. So that movement, the one was a dynamic, the other one actually was the static. Now, why we don't use static for warming up, which is basically 20 years ago they used to do that, because it's been proved that when you're trying to use static stretching, you don't prepare the muscles for the activity, you relax the muscles, and by doing that you're actually making the muscles and your overall muscle reaction, I would say, slower, more let's say lethargic actually, okay? And also that way you can actually even increase the risk of getting injured, and that's why we don't use static stretching to warm up but to cool down. So that was the actual video that I want to show you. It's quite short, back to the point. A big question you probably could have is, okay, so what exercise can I do for dynamic stretching and what exercise can I do in static stretching? Literally, it's actually just be creative, to be honest with you. It's any exercise that you can imagine basically for stretching, you can do it, as long as it's for what you want to do, like if you want to do it for your upper body or if you want to do it for the lower body, or could be more specific to your sport. Just the only thing you need to always ask yourself is like, what do I want to do? Do I want to warm up or do I want to cool down? And then obviously you can use the movement to your own benefit, either in dynamic way or in a static way. On the previous video, I actually did show you a warm-up routine that you can do on the bike, which is very important because most of you're actually going to do on the bike. Regarding what you can do in order to warm up in the gym, that's a different story, because obviously in the gym we have kind of different routines. It could be either for lower body or could be for upper body or could be for isolation. So it's quite hard actually to show you in one video so many different exercises. So the main thing that I want to show you today anyway, it was to understand the difference between the dynamic and the static. So yeah, if you have any questions, please let me know by leaving a comment. or just direct message me. And of course, don't forget to subscribe on our channel. That's the only way to actually stay in tune and know what we're gonna release next. And don't forget to visit our website olympuspro.co.uk, where you can find actually very interesting articles in our blog section. You can also see our programs and what we offer, in case you would like to actually subscribe in our products. And of course, don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and so you can actually see some cool stuff that we release every day. Until the next time, thanks guys, cheers.